A few months ago, I woke up to find the social media washed up about an earthquake in Japan that caused nearly 10,000 deaths and made the city a disaster. This made me thinking, why not aim and support in helping Japanese citizens to adapt to the fact that they suffer from frequent earthquakes due to their geographic location? After hours of brainstorming, I have decided to create a mobile application that would help Japanese citizens adapt to frequent earthquakes and stay safe no matter what. I chose mobile application to be the digital form, as nearly every Japanese citizen holds a smartphone with him or her wherever they go, and they are always connected to the world. In other means, they always have internet connection. My idea was to create a mobile application that will serve Japanese citizens in many ways. So this is the homepage of my application. We're gonna go one by one on every single feature in my application. So let's start. First of all, on the top bar, we have a Japanese language button, which is located here. And when pressed, it's gonna switch all of the page text into Japanese, which this feature was implemented for Japanese people who don't know a sophisticated English language, where they have this feature that will make them able to surf through my application and use it in their home language. So let's switch back to English. At the bottom of the page over here, we have social media network share sort of menu, which when pressed is gonna open us buttons to share my application on different social media platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, email, call the developer, and check out Japanese Meteorological Agency site. So let's go one by one. First of all, the share for friends on YouTube, we're gonna just try it to make sure that this button is working. When pressed, it's gonna open YouTube to my channel where I can instantly share this application through. So let's go ahead and press on the menu button on the top left. It's gonna open an overlay menu which contains buttons to access every single page in this application. So starting with previous earthquakes, it's gonna show us a list of all of the earthquakes that took place today around USA, as the settings are set to USA now. You can press on any of these earthquakes. And it's gonna show us the time, the magnitude, the distance, the location and depth of the earthquake. So if we prefer to change the locations, we can go to settings. We can go here to 30 days, for example, significant worldwide, and then search earthquake catalog, and it's gonna take a few minutes to load. So as you can see in this page, at the top, below the top bar, we have a key box which shows how the pins look for the low intensity, medium intensity, and high intensity earthquakes. So as we zoom in throughout the map, for example, we're gonna zoom in into Tokyo. We're gonna find, so we're gonna find, for example, here, this L pin shows a low intensity earthquake that took place here within the past 48 hours, and here an M, which means a medium intensity earthquake that took place here within the previous 48 hours. So at the bottom right, we have the zoom in and zoom out feature, which we're gonna try right now, which works perfectly. And then above we have the street view, where we can go into street view on any street in Japan. Just give it a minute to load. As you can see, this is a 360 panoramic shot of the location you choose to view in street view. So we have satellite map, like layout type with labels and without labels, as you wish. And at the bottom we have an automatic slideshow that slides on an interval of every 3 seconds and shows the latest earthquakes that took place in Japan. So let's go back to the menu. Let's go to the safe zones map. This safe zones map shows all of the public safe zones in Japan that are built for Japanese people to hide in when an earthquake takes place. So as you can see, here are pins for all of the safe zones in Japan. They are located mostly in Tokyo, as Tokyo is the capital and it has the biggest population. So at the bottom we have Call Japan Emergency button, which when pressed is gonna dial the Japanese emergency, which we're not gonna call now as I don't want my SIM card charge to be high. So we go back to the menu, we go to the hospitals nearby page, which shows us a list of the top 20 hospitals in Japan. So we have a sort by feature where we can sort by this list according to nearest location, top rated, least rated, and furthest. And we just press show new list for it to refresh. So let's go ahead and test it. For example, we're gonna press on the Fukui University Hospital. We press show on map. It's gonna direct us to Google Map, and it's gonna take 1 minute to load now, which is gonna show us the Fukui University Hospital with the call feature, save, share, and website, and everything related to it. So, and we have the switch language button, which is gonna set everything to Japanese in addition to the sort by feature. So the next page is the rescue plans ABC page, which contains a video from National Geographic, which I'm gonna show you.
The ground starts to quiver.
It's a real video from National Geographic, link here, about earthquake bases, with a paragraph below with earthquakes 101. And there is a how to protect yourself during an earthquake button, which when pressed is gonna give you immediate safety tips on what to do if shaking begins. There is a Japanese feature for this page too. So going back to the menu, we'll go to settings and contact, where you can send the developer an email to suggest an improvement that could be added to this app, or report a bug whatsoever. There's a Japanese feature too, which is gonna convert everything to Japanese. So you just have to fill your name, your phone at 1 minute to open the keyboard, name, phone number, email address, comments and questions, and then you have to enter this security kind of form code just to ensure that my email is not going to be spammed by bots. We can reload image, which is going to give you another image, and we just press send email for it to send. At the bottom we have called the developer button, which is going to dial me down. So going back to the menu, we have the last page in the application, which is the meet the developer page, which contains an image of the developer with the paragraph written by the developer about his passion towards creating this application. If some users prefer hearing over reading, they can play this audio track.
Hello there, my name is Kai Skuri. I am 15 years old.
Which is gonna basically read out this paragraph for her or him. So let's go back to the home page, and one way that makes this application crucial for Japanese people, whereas they could benefit from it, is that when an earthquake strikes, it's gonna give out a really immediate warning throughout a notification that's gonna pop up right now, because my settings are set to do not disturb. So it's gonna open here. It says Tremor 101, 21 kilometers from Tokyo earthquake. When you open it, it's gonna take 1 second to load. And then it's gonna say incoming earthquake alert, and the location, it says 21 kilometers from Tokyo, Japan. Predicted hit location is in blue, and your current location is in red. We can press immediate safety tips for the application to show us immediate safety tips on how to act if shaking begins. And this is my application, but however, just a note, when an alarm is incoming for the user, it's gonna directly pop up as if it's a normal incoming call. But for me, I had do not disturb settings, in which I have calls blocked, so it's gonna just send a notification, and then when pressing on the notification, it's gonna take a few seconds to load, and then the alarm will turn on. So thank you guys for checking out my app. I hope you enjoyed, and peace out.